In this episode, we talk about UEFA. And the MLS's Back Tournament final coming up. And what else do we talk about?
We're going to talk about...
How do we know what we're going to talk about when we haven't talked about it yet?
We're so smart.
Maybe we should record these after we talked about the thing. And then I can edit it in later. That might be a smarter way of doing it. Enjoy. Hey there, Sacer fans. Episode 59. I feel like we should be dropping the beat as I'm saying those things. I'm gonna try to do that. See what happens. Of Soccer Stupid, the soccer podcast with your hosts, João and Hui. It sounds a little bit like hooey. You know, like that's a bunch of hooey. That's really just a bunch of hooey. That's what I'm going to call you from now on, hooey.
What about Stewie? I like Stewie better.
Yes,
Family Guy.
Hey, we're drinking the same beer. Esta Stella Artois.
Stella Artois.
Yeah, it's my daily. I call it my everyday beer. I branch out a little bit with other beers, but this is my comfort beer.
I call it the beer that's usually on sale, and you can get a bunch of them for a very low price. So
damn Skippy. Yeah. Oh, dude, I had
what's wrong with it?
I was going, during the early bits of this COVID thing, I would go to, we weren't going, all the grocery stores had crazy lines. You couldn't go in. It was only a little bit of, or like a certain amount of people in at any given time. And so I would go to Bevmo, and I would do the curbside. I'll go on my app, and I did it so frequently that it was like I was like Norm from Cheers, where I literally would go there and they go, "This guy," and they would just bring my cases of Stella's out every time. Like I wouldn't have to show them like my ID or my app or whatever. They're like, "This
you have
guy."
to pay. Yeah. Hey, so a question for you: does Bitmo have sales for the Stellas?
Yeah, they do, and as you buy more, you get like 10% off coupons and stuff in your email, and you can apply that in your purchase.
But it's not better than Ralph's, right?
It is in a sense where you can buy. I get the 24 cases, right? So when you add up, it depends how much beer you go through. So I go through lots of beer. So if I go to Ralph's every day and buy like a 12 or for like $12, I'll just be there. I'd be spending like $13 a day. So if you get you go in bulk at Bevmo. In the end, it's
the Costco of alcohol.
Exactly, man. So yeah, it really depends how much you drill through your brewskis. I don't know. Maybe you're a casual brewski driller.
Huh? I am.
Yeah.
I mean, these actually were meant for my wife.
Yeah.
So another thing is that I noticed that Santa Clarita does not have the same sales that North Hollywood does or Burbank. Because every time I go here, I do not see it says like $9.99 if you buy 3, right? Usually in Burbank. I go here every so often, and I hardly see anything for Stellas. Like I usually see it for like maybe like the cheap ones like Budweiser's and Coors, but for these beers, man, I don't know. I thought it was like the same concept for all Ralphs, but apparently it's not.
We drink more in LA. It's closer to Burbank. Do you see my background here? This is my new obsession. It's a re-obsession. A re-obsession.
It says get lost.
It says get lost.
Okay.
No, but get out of here, Louie. Yeah. I mentioned it in our last podcast that my wife and I were huge Lost fans when it was on. I think early, so like 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8, around that time. And so we started doing a rewatch. Another family of ours were doing it, a friend of ours, and we're like, oh yeah, this would be a great show, great family show. So every night we all get together and we just watch.
Nice.
Get some popcorn and we watch an episode of Lost. And this show's the best for me. Was I have no recollection of and so it's like I'm it's like I'm watching it for the first time. I'm like, every time my wife looks at me like, really? You don't remember that? You don't remember that?
Dude, come on, man. You watch this already. So wait, how many episodes do you guys watch each night?
It depends. We usually do one episode because we'll get be around 8:30, 9 o'clock, so we're getting a little late. But it depends how cliffhangery the last episode is. So sometimes we're like, all right, if everybody brushes their teeth, get ready for bed. We'll watch another. We'll get another episode in. So it really depends. And often, that's how these shows work, right? Literally will end with like, what? And you have to jump.
I must watch especially like the season finales. That's what they call, right?
Yeah.
Those are the where like a lot happens and you cannot wait to the next season. But it's nice when the whole show is already over because you can watch, from wherever you want to begin to end. But like when when it's actually happening, you're like, oh, I gotta wait 6 months.
Yeah,
I got into the Mayans. It's like remember what Sons of Anarchy? So I think this is like
couldn't get into it. I remember watching like the first few episodes of Sons of Anarchy. Everybody was watching it and liked it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try. So I can have that conversation at the water cooler. And then I'm like,
It took me a while. It took me a while to grab, to pull me in. But once I started watching it, and I was like, all right, I'm in. But yeah, it's one of those shows that you need to like invest, a few shows in order for you to get rewarded. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So eventually you catch on to it, and you're like, okay, I can watch this.
Yeah.
So same thing with Mayans. I feel like it's a Mexican version. It's an American Mexican version of Sons of Anarchy.
Are you in a Mexican or a Mexicant?
Upon Mexico.
Well, I like shows that have like, and what I love about this show is it's like it's an ensemble show, right? So there's a lot of characters, and so there's a lot of character development. It's a character-driven show, so you learn a lot about all the different ones. Some of them are less, interesting than others, and then they take them out. I feel like when you're a writer,
it sounds like Game of Thrones. Remember that?
It's Well, but at least Game of Thrones, they had to go through the book where if you're a writer of a show, and I'm sure it happens where it's like it becomes organic, right? Like you don't know how interesting a character gets as you're writing it, and then all of a sudden like this character's getting a little bit more interesting. And I'm sure it also has to do with like the actors who play them, right? So and how audiences are reacting to these characters. So I think sometimes they'll write something for a character that maybe they think is going to do, a bigger character, and it's not not as interesting. And then I think, they kill them off.
So
they definitely kill off the least interesting characters. You're like, that makes sense.
I got a question for you. I don't know if you know this better than I do. You may,
but
most things, right? How do the producers or the ownership of the show find out whether that character is liked or not? How do they do surveys?
Yeah, do they call? Yeah, I mean, I would assume that they would do like surveys. I think they do. What the hell are they called? Like they do with like products and stuff, where they have like, oh my god, what are they called? When they get like groups of people together and they interview them, and
like on a panel or something.
You got people like behind the glass window, like the see through the one way mirrors, and they're like getting their information. You know what I mean? Oh my god, what's that called? It's like it's a something group.
Interrogation.
It's not an interrogation. Do you not like the show? Do you like the show? But yeah, I mean, I think there's like several ways that they could kind of figure that stuff out, especially now with like social media. They do all those polls and stuff.
The funny thing is that it looks like all humans think alike, because sometimes you're watching the show, you're like, I don't really like this character, and it seems like I'm not watching it with you, but you may feel the same way. So it's weird how that works. You're like, I think I want this character out, and eventually that character is out. Like,
yeah.
almost like it makes sense to everybody for that guy to be taken out of the show.
And again, like I said, I think it's really, especially in a show like this, it becomes very organic. Organic. That's the word I'm looking for. Where again, you have it's a combination of the actor, the character, and the writers, the situation that they're put in, and it's like you almost get to keep your job if you can keep that character exciting. You know what I mean? And I think
it must suck for
happen. Yeah,
it must suck for the actress because
you lose your job.
They're like,
you're out.
Oh yeah, by the way, you're out of work.
And it's like summer, especially like a show like Lost, where they're in Hawaii on the beach in Hawaii. It's kind of like the Lord of the Rings, where you get these big again ensemble casts where they all become very close. It's like being in summer camp where you're there every single day, you're on the set together. I'm sure there's some orgies in there. But and then if you're taken out, holy shit! Did you just see that? I just slapped myself in the face with the
all right, man.
No
more Stellas for you.
I know. All right, I'm putting it away. See you later. But then if you're taken out, it's like that's got to be really sad. Like imagine being
flying back to LA by yourself.
and then you got to watch. Then you're probably still watching the show, and you're like, oh man, I wish I was still there. You're jealous.
I could have done better. I should have cried with real tears.
If I was an actor, I would just use my sweat and make it look like it's tears. It's actually sweat. It's very sweaty. You know who was sweating last weekend? Look at my hat. See what the hat I'm wearing here? These guys were sweating. Hat. Thank you. It's a little dusty. You can't really see in the video, but I haven't worn it in a while. It's on my hat shelf.
People, it looks sparkly clean.
I mean, it's sparkly clean, man. Brand spanking new. We're talking about LAFC, by the way. They did not do well in the semifinal.
Damn you, Vela.
They could have been in the final. We had a shortened. So the MLS is back tournament, right? It was a shortened version sort of the season, and they had all these teams go at it. LAFC played Orlando. And then to answer a question in the last episode, we asked about if Nani was still playing. Nani's still playing.
Nani actually took LAFC out.
See you later.
He still has it. He still has it, man.
So that was a little disappointing. I wonder if they would have played better if you had Avella with the sweet left foot kick into how he does those. I wonder if we would have better chances if he was still on there.
LAFC actually had a lot of chances. Chances mean nothing if you don't score.
That's right.
And so you can dominate the game, but if you don't score that one goal to take you to the next level. Sorry, dudes. Somebody else is gonna take your momentum and
and they it wasn't horrible. I mean, there were a lot of goals, and then it ended. They went into extra time in the penalty kicks, and God, I can't remember the dude who missed, but that was what took him out. In the end, they won penalty kicks. And see you later, LA. See you later, LA. So the final, Louis, write this down. Ready, Louis? You ready? You got a pen? You got a pen handy? It's Portland Timbers versus Orlando City on August 11th.
Wait, Portland Timbers? Didn't they lose to LAFC?
Supposedly not. Supposedly not.
I guess so, huh?
Don't ask soccer stupid.
Yeah. I had a feeling we had played those guys, but whatever.
In fact, LAFC made that loss, then we're just completely wrong.
They should be the winners. That again. Before this whole tournament happened, we discussed the LAFC opportunities to win hardware, and the window is getting smaller and smaller, man. And this tournament, they look really good at the beginning, and who knows? I think Diop, right? Is that his name? I'm sorry, I forget his name. Diop.
Like
the Dio, right? He ended up being
my guy Dio, the Norwegian wonder.
He was injured, so he ended up not playing for LAFC. So you cannot lose more than one star in your team in order for you to advance. So losing Dio and losing Vela. Oh, Vela wasn't there, but losing two very talented players, you're really putting yourself in a situation where it's going to be more difficult to win a tournament.
Agreed. Yeah, Vela chose, right? He didn't feel comfortable with the whole COVID thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh well, that's it. I want my money back. LAFC, send me my money back. I'm kidding.
Hey, did you know? Did you know that baseball, um,
Go
when you
on.
put a cardboard of your face, I think you pay like $150, and they keep it there for a whole year. Did you know that?
No, that's
Yeah, dude.
$150 that I would absolutely spend right now.
Yeah, dude. Somebody told me that because
What?
you remember when I think a Dodger player hit a home run and he hit one of the cardboards with the face, and but no, this is a cool thing about it. So if your cardboard photo gets hit by a ball and it's
Yeah,
broken,
yeah.
they actually send you a gift.
What?
So I do remember the player that hit the ball, like they hit the cardboard, but the fan asked, "Hey man, what am I gonna get?" And I think he sent them a bat or something like that.
Wow. It's
So it's cool.
signed.
Like so
Yeah,
that's like the thing where like if you break it, they give you a like a gift.
yeah.
So
That's $100 well spent.
yeah, like if you
I
get
think.
hit, I mean not only that, but your face is there all the
Yeah,
time. Like
yeah.
like they'll see you. So I was wondering if the tournament they did that. That would be cool. Like for
That would be cool. We should look
soccer
into
or
it. We should
whatever.
look into it. We should definitely look into it, and we can Photoshop soccer stupid T-shirts on,
Yeah,
and
dude.
then get in there. What do you think?
Yeah. Well,
Can I
again.
borrow? Can I borrow $150 though?
Oh yeah, dude. Hey man. Hey,
Oh yeah,
EDD
dude.
baby. EDD baby. Is the way to go.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm calling America.
It's all
So
the wife, man.
yeah, I didn't like from what I've seen in the games that I've watched for soccer. I didn't see a lot of like cardboard cutouts for people. They seem to only really be doing that in baseball. Get like behind the home plate, and in some
Right.
games you see like in the bleachers, and where they hit home runs, they
Yeah.
get a bunch of people there. But I wonder if there's like a tier system where like a cost tier system. Like if you want to be behind home plate,
No,
it's like
it's all the
It's
same.
like $500.
It's all the same.
No way. The
Dude,
guy that's directly
believe
in the
me.
camera all the time is
Yeah.
$150, or the
Yeah,
guy
because
in the
it
bleachers?
just
Wow.
maybe he bought it. He was one of the first to buy the $150
Yeah.
cardboard face thing. Because listen, I asked these questions because we have a community pool here that is very safe, Joao. It's
Mm-hmm.
super safe.
I worry
We
about
all
you
wear a
guys.
mask before we get into the
I worry
pool.
about you guys.
And there was this family, and the one guy is a big baseball guy, and he's the one that actually brought this up. He brought this up about this cardboard, getting hit, and then the fact he getting in touch with the Dodgers, and the Dodgers rewarding him with a bat. So I asked him that. I go, hey, so if you want to be like closer camera angles, do you have to pay more? He's like, no, you pay $150 regardless. It just happens, like, I guess first come, first serve, I guess.
Yeah.
Or like I guess if I were to buy one right now, I'll probably be like in the blue, bleachers or something, whatever you call those things.
I think yours would be in the men's bathroom with like a hole cutout in the mouth. You're welcome. You're
Calm
welcome.
down.
You're welcome. I should be. You know what? I'm gonna start writing comedy.
Should be a comedy. Slap in the face. I have the tomatoes ready for you, Joao.
I'm gonna look into it. I think that'd be interesting. It's not really worth it again if it's like on the side, right?
Parking lot.
In the parking lot. But it's actually something to pursue. I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna do some research.
And get me one, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You know me. Hey. Question for you.
Sound like my wife, bro.
Hey. UEFA. I got something sad to say. Don't cry. I haven't been able to watch any of the games, man. Every single game has been on like some random channel.
Freaking UFO channels. Like,
yeah, I never heard of some of these channels. It's like, who allowed these people to make deals with these networks that me personally don't have access to? What the hell?
The sad story about
I have to get cable.
The sad story is that the last few years it's been available to us, right? TNT was one of them. CSNBC was one of them, I think. So Telemundo, and we didn't have time to watch this game because we were at work. Now that we're like working from home or not working,
You sad
the
bastard.
the channels are not available to us.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what in the
Hey,
world?
by the way, you are working.
Oh,
You're
my children.
it's a lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot of
Yeah, I
work
don't get
being
paid though.
you get paid in love. You get
I
paid in love.
paid by getting screamed at.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look at him. He's sad. This is a real tears. He got tears like pineapple chunks coming down his face. I haven't heard that voice in a while.
Yeah,
We gotta bring Ray. We gotta bring Bray Hudson
to the show.
to the show.
Not
We should
no
do.
recordings.
I'm gonna send him a really nice like 12-page letter,
Very nice.
like handwritten, to see if he'll
You're
come
gonna
to
send
our
him
show.
the greatest email you have ever written.
No, it's gonna be a handwritten letter.
No, but yeah, man, I'm very disappointed with the providers for the UEFA
Yeah.
games.
No bueno. No bueno. That means no.
I mean,
good in Spanish.
like Joao, I don't know if I can be honest with you, but I was able to figure out a way to watch those games.
So this is you then. You regale us with the UEFA stories of the week, please.
Okay,
I'm gonna sit back. The show is yours, and go.
Ready? Here we go. So first of all, Man City against Real Madrid.
What?
Dude, that thing was amazing. So as we know, Real Madrid. What happened? No, they were down. They actually played the first game they played was in Real Madrid and in Madrid. I'm sorry, and then Man City actually took that, and it was 1-2. It was 1 Man City and 2 Real Madrid. So they came back to Etihad. Is that how you say Etihad? And the game was really tight, bro. Like, who actually needs to retire?
Who needs to retire?
Yeah.
Don't say Benzema, because he scored the first goal.
Varane. You know Varane, the French guy?
The
French guy? I think.
Yeah, he was on PSG for a while, right?
Dude, he messed up big time because, as you know, Jorge Ramos, right?
Yeah.
Dude got a red card when they were playing in Madrid.
Wait, Sergio?
So Sergio Ramos. I'm so sorry.
Jorge. God.
I just picked the first Spanish name that came to my head. So Sergio Ramos had a red card in Madrid, so he ended up sitting, for the game. But Varane was supposed to be the next guy who was supposed to lead the defense of Real Madrid. And dude, I think it was the 8th minute.
Yeah.
He had the ball and somehow like close to the goalie. Close to what's his name? Courtois, whatever his name is. Courtois.
Yeah. That's all. So Belgium.
He had the ball. He held the ball too long, and then the ball was stolen, and of course, the ball was passed to Sterling, and he just scored the first goal for Man City.
See, the app isn't doing me justice because it has. Oh no, it does. Oh, Sterling did it was his first goal actually.
Yeah, the first goal.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then 9 minutes.
Yeah, Madrid came back.
Yep.
And
Benzema,
then Benzema with a beautiful header. I think it was a header, and he tied up the game. But still, they were down. Because when it's aggregate, it's almost like you're down 1.5, right?
Yeah.
That's how it sounds like. So then again they came back and again, Varane, is that his name? I forget. Can you check his name, please? Varane. Okay. That dude, man, he made another big mistake for Real Madrid. I think I forgot what it was, but either he gave a bad pass, and then of course, if you give an elite team a pass like that, where like it's near the score, they're gonna score the point. So again, they ended up scoring the 2-1, and that was the end for them. They couldn't, Real Madrid, even though they were attacking, but again, Man City they look really good.
Rafael Varane.
Yeah. So Rafael Varane, he should have stayed home, just like David Luiz that one day. So that's him right there, dude. And it's it's sad how like he gets criticized nowadays. Like now all the commentators are saying that that was his chance to shine because he was the captain of the defense, and he, broke up, fell apart, and now Man City is going to the quarterfinals. So thank you, Rafael. Thank you very much. But it was a very exciting game.
Thank the French.
And it was
yeah.
Huh? It was
nice
to see.
You got to thank the Brazilian Gabriel Jesus who won the game for you. Thank you.
Dude.
Jeez.
Dude, look good,
respect,
man.
No respect.
No respect. No, I appreciate all my Man City Brazilians. Even the goalie had a good, he got a good outing too. So it was a good game for Man City, and it was nice to see Pep Guardiola go at Zidane, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
That was a kind of, because there's history there too. Spain, France, Real Madrid, Barcelona.
Yeah,
so,
and they played against each other, right?
Yeah. So it was kind of cool to see that. So that was the game of the week, I would say. Other than I think that was. But then no, that was not the game of the week, Joao.
Two
you
more.
know what was the game of the week was?
I don't know.
There's four. There's three more. There's three more.
I got Bayern, Chelsea, and then Barcelona, Napoli.
You forgot Juventus.
Oh,
Juventus, Lyons. Dude, Juventus, Lyons. That was crazy. Lyons was
super jealous, by the way. I'm super jealous. I'm super jealous. It's like, again, I can watch the score, I can see things, I can read about it, but I was not watching those games.
Yeah, sorry, bro. I mean, I didn't get to see much of it. Again, the problem that we have right now is that the games that are televised the same day are also at the same time. So you can't, unless you have one of those weird channels that they televise them on, then you'll be able to watch both. But me, I'm doing something different, so I can't watch two games at the same time. It's one or the other. So the Juventus Lyons game, Lyons was ahead of them. I think they had scored one goal, and and Juventus. I mean, at the beginning of the game, there was a penalty, and Lyons was able to score it. So it was they were 2-0 aggregated, and then eventually what's his name came back. They got a penalty, and then Ronaldo, of course.
He's not very famous.
Yeah, some guy that used to be famous back in the day, but
he scored in the 43rd minute.
So he scored. So and then he scored an amazing goal to be amazing goal, and it was 2-2. But since Lyons had scored in Italy, that's why they got, or the score that one that they scored in the beginning of the game, it was in Italy. That counted like 1.5. So the game the games ended up being 2-2, but because Lyon scored in Juventus, they ended up taking to the next step. And you should have seen Ronaldo. He was not very happy.
No.
Not very happy. Because, Lyons, who's Lyons? Have you heard of them before? Lyons? I mean, they're a French team. I mean, they're from France, but they're not like a team that you've heard for a long time as far as like being a good team or prospects to win the UEFA. So that was quite a disappointment for Juventus. Not for me, but for Juventus. So let's jump over to the next day, which was yesterday. There were another part of two games that were actually really good. Barcelona versus Napoli. And
hey, how you doing over there? Hey, whoa.
So in that scenario, Napoli and Barcelona actually tied in Italy, right? Napoli. And so dude, Messi. Woo! Messi. So Messi had an amazing goal, but guess what? They discounted the goal because somehow he hit his arm. I don't know if you saw the highlights on it, but the ball came at him. The ball came, and he kind of went like this, right, with the chest. And I didn't see the ball touching his arm, but
But you're talking as a fan, though.
Yeah,
everybody else, Napoli could see it very clearly.
No, the problem with that
fandom blindness.
No. Well, let me explain myself first. Let me explain myself. So he gets up with the chest, and then he scored this amazing goal. Now, VAR, and this is not me just saying it. The commentators were like, sometimes when it's not conclusive, because the ball did not look like it hit his arm, it wasn't conclusive. But it was enough for the referee to say, hey, you know what? You touch your arm. We're gonna discount your goal. But in reality, like, the commentators were saying, like, that should have been allowed because it was not conclusive. And, plus it was an amazing goal that he scored. And so the score was still 0-0, but Rakitic on a corner kick, I think it was, he just, or no, I'm sorry, not Rakitic, somebody else.
It was Linglet.
Yeah, Linglet. He scored like the nice header, and that put the Barcelona up ahead. And then eventually, so Barcelona was already up, and then that's when Messi scored another amazing goal where, like, he falls and he still gets up and he still is able to get the ball, and then, like, he was about to fall again and he kicks the ball and he in the corner of the net, and it was just an amazing goal. So
was it a very Messi-esque goal?
It was very messy.
Messi-esque.
It was a messy goal, but he ended up scoring.
According to this, I don't know if it's you remembering wrong or if it's the app, but he scored first, and then there was the misallowed goal in the 30th minute with
They're probably right. Probably I'm wrong. Yeah. Well, let's let the Bible tell you how it is. Yeah. So then there was another play where Messi had the ball, and I mean the defender had the ball in their in the box. And somehow Messi got ahead of him, and he tried to steal the ball.
Yeah.
And as soon as he stole the ball, he got kicked by the defender. I thought it was like accidental, but since he was in the box, eventually he got called a penalty kick. So Messi was on the floor for a while because he got kicked. So Luis Suarez came in and he scored scored the goal and putting up 3-0 Barcelona. After a short time later, same thing happened in the other side of the field.
Insigne.
Yeah, Napoli got the penalty, and they scored. So the score ended up being 3-1. So that means that Barcelona advances to the quarterfinals.
And you're a happy camper.
MCity did. I'm a happy. Hey, listen, my two teams are still there, right? We talked about
That's true. Remember?
Yeah. We said MCity, Barcelona.
I got this many teams in.
No, I don't you like PSG? I thought PSG was your team now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like, my heart isn't with PSG. They were my FIFA 20 team for a while. Mbappe is fantastic. You love Cavani. Cavani doesn't do the bow and arrow anymore. I thought that was great.
He's mature.
It reminded me of like Lord of the Rings, like he was Legolas.
He has kids now. He's like, I don't do those.
If I recall, Luis Suarez had kids when he bit Chilani and his shoulder off.
Cool. So again, that was not the end of the day. There was another game happening: Chelsea versus Bayern Munich. And should we talk about this one, or because it was like over since not only this leg, but the one prior to this one? Bayern had the lead already.
Chelsea was already 1 foot out the door, right?
Yeah, and yesterday was no different. I think it ended up being like, was it 5-1 or 4-1, something like that?
It was 4-1.
Yeah, 4-1. So.
And everybody
sorry, Chelsea.
Yeah, and everybody who scored, I think even Pulisic had an own goal.
Wow.
Which was in the
I thought he was injured from that game when he played Liverpool.
Remember? Oh yeah, you know what? Hold on. I'm reading my soccer Bible wrong.
You're reading last year's
Pulisic. Somebody named Pulisic on the Bayern Munich scored in the second half. Yeah, it started with a penalty with Lewandowski.
Lewandowski, man. Did you read that article I sent you?
I told you I don't know how to read.
That's right. You should have asked your kids.
I can't read.
No, he just said that would he prefer? Who's his favorite coach? Pep or Klopp, right?
That's right.
So he played for both. He played for Klopp when he was playing for Dortmund, and he played for Pep when he was playing for Bayern. And so he ended up choosing Klopp over Pep, but Pep is like a very close second for him because I guess See,
I thought you were sharing it was the other way around.
No, man. Sometimes I want to make you happy, João.
Right, I'll read it now.
I want you to be happy sometimes. I'm not darkness.
I'm not all darkness. Not all the time.
Well, the thing about Klopp that he talks about is like he's a father figure, not just a coach, but he does both. He's able to do both, and be kind of like one of those parents that are like really great parents. They can talk to their kids. Sometimes, like my wife makes me feel, she makes me
Sounds
feel
like
like a
me. Sounds like
loser. Huh? She's like, oh, I love how he parents his kids, and I'm like, oh, I guess you don't like how I do my parenting. All right.
I love how he parents his kids. I love it. She wants to make sure just when like things are getting good, and then she just wants to bring you down just
oh yeah,
a couple notches, just one or two notches. You know,
yeah,
then you're worried the level where she wants you.
Just make me feel like dirt, you know.
Aww.
Aww. But anyway, so that's what happened in the UEFA this weekend. I'm sorry you missed it, Joao. And hopefully, so talking about the next level, it's gonna be one and done. Did you know that? It's no longer going to be one away, one home, because now they're gonna go to Lisbon. Where is Lisbon at, by the way? I forgot what country that is.
It's in Europe.
Yeah, you're right. Somewhere in Europe. Anyway, so now I gotta tell you a funny story.
Yeah.
There was this what's it called? A journalist. You know, they ask questions to the fans like, "Hey, man, what do you think about your favorite team?" And this guy was like, "Oh yeah," he's like, "I'm a Barcelona guy, and it just sucks." He's like, "They do really well in the first leg, but the second one, they completely fall apart." And he just went on and on and on and on and on. And then she was like, "Did you know that the next few rounds is gonna be one and out?" And you should have seen this guy's face, man. He just lit up and he was like dancing everywhere. It's like, yeah, that means we have a chance, because Barcelona is not gonna choke, because they choke in the second leg usually. So hopefully that will stand true, and Barcelona will go and win the UEFA. But from what I hear, the most complete team in the UEFA right now is Bayern Munich. So that's a team that people believe are going to be the winners this year.
They're going to take it all.
Yeah. Who knows? But it's going to be interesting because now Barcelona, MCity.
It could be Barcelona. Yeah, you don't know.
It could. Barcelona. If they put it together, I think they have a great chance. But dude, it's going to be exciting, man. The next couple of games.
Why can't they be on Fox Sports, FS1, FS2, ESPN? Come on, guys. Come on.
So I mean,
they don't care about me.
You know what?
They care about me.
They took La Liga from us. They only have the Italian leagues. ESPN owns the Italian leagues, right?
Yeah.
And then I think, and then UEFA was also like FS1, FS2 had it, right?
Yeah.
And then it jumped to TNT.
Yeah.
And I don't forget what the other channel was.
Those are different because, like, for La Liga, they wanted their own. They made a deal with BN Sports, and that's La Liga is BN Sports. Where the other ones are like UEFA is, they just sell it to whatever the highest bidders, basically. You know what I mean?
Oh, it sucks because we
the fans suffer.
We don't count. Our saying does not count, Joao. You know what I mean? Like
I'm gonna write another handwritten letter.
The problem is, like, if you want to make soccer popular in the US, you have to make it accessible. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't freaking go with like freaking FUBU. Like, what the hell? Not everybody has FUBU.
I think it was, and then they had Univision.
Univision Más.
Yeah, but it was like Más. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even like normal Univision. It's like
typical American guys like,
what the hell? What the hell is Univision Maso? I don't have that. I got NBC. That's it.
That's it. NASCAR and soccer.
NBC
and football. And golf.
Hey, before we move on from the European world, we have, remember, Andrea Pirlo.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Pirlo.
Hey.
Is now the coach of Juventus first team. He went from like
the beautiful hair.
I was reading about it. He was like doing like the U25s or like he was like under, and they're like, you know what? Let's pull him up. Let's pull him way up. Well, have him do first team. Have him do first team now.
Well, he just retired. I just saw him playing like last week, so it's like, wait, wasn't it Pirlo playing? Like I feel like Pirlo and what's the goalie's name for Italy?
Oh my God, yeah. And I actually play him when I used to play FIFA 20. I already forgot.
Right?
or the Piemonte, right? It's
Yeah,
Piemonte.
Juventus. He was what's the
Juventus.
Piemonte?
I actually put him off the bench because he's on the bench.
Okay.
He's a sub or whatever, and so I actually have him as the starting goalie. What the hell's his name? This is sacrilege that we can't. Soccer stupid. Don't know the name.
Let me see.
You look it up. I know it. Hold on. Come on.
Italian goalie.
He's 87 years old. He's 87 years old. No, I think he's in his 40s though. He's
older now, man.
He's almost your age. He's in his 50s, close to 50 now. Oh my god, it's killing me. I know his name.
Buffon.
Oh goddamn!
João Lui. Buffon.
You know this, João. You know this.
Stupid.
Soccer, stupid. Yeah. Like he was. I feel like he was playing pretty recently. He didn't do a stint in MLS, did he?
No, he's still playing. He was. No, I think he was playing for Juventus. I think that's.
No, I'm talking about Pirlo.
Pirlo. Yeah, he did come to the MLS.
Did he go to New York?
Yeah, I think he did come here. But yeah, sometimes it's just not gonna translate. But so I was reading an article today, Joao. I know how to read. Can you believe that? But it has to be very basic, very elementary words. So I was reading about what's his name, Zlatan, and when he used to play with Man U, and he had a little issue with Rojo. Remember Rojo from Argentina, the defender?
Yeah, plays from Man U.
Right. So there was a play where like Rojo.
He plays for New York.
New York. Yeah. So Rojo had Pogba to the left, and he had Zlatan in the middle. But when he saw that Pogba was completely open, he gave the ball to Pogba. But Pogba did one of his fancy moves, and he lost the ball. So then Zlatan went and started chewing on Rojo, and he's like, "What are you talking about, big nose?" And he was like, when they went halftime, they went to the locker room. Zlatan just came at him and go, "What did you call me?" And then he's like, "Dude," I was like, and then Mourinho, he was talking about Mourinho saving him. Mourinho came in all mad. He was mad about something, and he's like, if Mourinho didn't come and interrupt this
he would have killed me.
Fight, he would have killed me. And then the next day he's like, I was sitting down eating I guess his lunch or whatever, and then he felt that hand on his neck, and he goes, "What did you call me again?" And he just started but Zlatan was messing with him at this time around, he didn't care anymore. So he was just messing with him. He's like, what did you call me? And he started laughing with him, right? He's like, dude, you do not want to mess with this guy. It's like, I love playing with Zlatan, and I know he's very competitive. He wants to win, and sometimes he's gonna sound mean to you.
Don't mess with Zlatan.
But yeah, you don't wanna. You wanna keep it there, But funny story about.
Well, he was kind of like he was thuggish. Like if you look at, I think there's a doc out there, and if you look at his early career stuff, he was he was this guy. He was the elbows,
Didn't he break the guy's face from the LAFC guy?
Shattered his cheekbone. That's right, man. Yeah, just to move forward.
Zlatan is no joke, bro. I mean,
no joke. What's the matter? Don't mess with me. I'm Zlatan.
You know what the problem is? That he's about 6'3" or something like that. So he's not he's not a short guy that you can, Majority of soccer players playing that position are not that tall, but so you see somebody like Zlatan coming at you with that elbow.
Yeah,
bro.
No, you want to be on it. You want to be on his team. You want to be on his team.
Well, not even because he's mean to the teammates too. Like everybody's happy in the the Galaxy after he left because they were saying that he was such a, I can't say he was a cancer, but he's because of the competition, the competitive juices. So a lot of a lot of the other players were like, "I'm glad he's gone."
That's going in the episode title. Competitive juices. Oh man, dude. Episode 59. Do you know what comes directly after 59?
58. 59 and a half.
I had to think about that. Hold on.
59 and a half.
No. 60, dude. We've got almost 60 episodes. That's so stupid. We're on year 2.
We're dropping episodes like money.
This episode almost didn't happen, man. we're just like, for me, like my work has been just bonkers. I've been in it like tunnel vision in it till like in the wee hours. And then today we were trying to make it happen. They're like 12, not 12, 1, not 1.
Well,
So it's been tough for us, right?
But we're so opposites now.
Here we are.
Weekdays are easier for me during certain days.
Yeah.
But not for you. But my weekends, my wife, she's working, so then it completely puts us in a bad.
I think you should have the kids on the show. I think next time we just have both, one on each lap. And just do
man, they won't last a minute.
Talk soccer for an hour.
They'll probably be hitting the keyboard and the microphone and peeing on me and stuff.
The video goes off, and I go over the beer.
They'll probably be drinking the beer.
Oh yeah, I know. They are half El Salvadoran and half Russian, so they're going to be drinking at a very early age. We all know this.
They already did. They already started.
Instead of milking the baby bottle, it's just Stella. That's fantastic.
Actually, it's pretty great because they happen to fall asleep quicker. Beer relaxes you, so after a few beers, you need a nap.
Yeah, I noticed your oldest one has a little beer belly now.
By the way, guys, we're just joking.
He's not.
They do not drink beer yet.
No, he's not.
They drink
not joking.
Vodka only.
They're half Russian. They are half Russian. All right, mofo. Episode 60 is coming down the line. And you may hear us. We're going to try to figure it out. But you may hear us on other Sacer podcasts. We're going to insert ourselves. We're going to try to insert ourselves into other people's podcasts. That's going to be our.
It's not the coronavirus.
That's awesome.
But it's the other kind of virus.
Yeah,
Trojans.
Soccer stupid virus, and we're just going to infiltrate. Just get in there. Take everybody.
We're gonna make you listen to us whether you want to or not.
Yeah, you're like, I hate the show. I'm going to go on to another soccer podcast. And on our show as Soccer Stupid.
Hey, how you guys going? This is Louis. Why?
Oh, man. All right, brother. Chug that Stella. I'll see you in the next one. Chug. Oh, you just threw up. See you, man.
All right, guys. Take care of yourself.